Uh, Hello again. This one's a little past midnight because I just never really found the time to do it. And the time I could have done it, I was too busy being asleep. So that wasn't too pleasant. More of an involuntary nap. Um, as far as my my goals are, everything's been going pretty fine. Uh, the only one that I actually started having some real trouble with was the porn one. That last day, that seventh, or that I get no, because that's that eighth day now. I think one, two, three, four, five, six. So yeah, that eighth day was really bad. Very difficult to do anything about it. If anything, I'd say overall, aside from my goals being pretty well executed, this week's been pretty bad. Just an overall bad time. Uh, Despite it being my finals, I can't seem to mobilize myself to do what I need to at the very least not have failing grades in my classes. I'm not really sure why. There's this like paralysis that I have when it comes to it. It's not even friction because it's super easy to get in. It's so easy that it's become like a sort of habit. But whenever I'm faced with actually doing it, I just feels like it feels like my eyes kind of just glaze over and I become completely apathetic. I'm not sure what the hell's going on, but I'm gonna try and at least rectify all of the stuff that I couldn't do this weekend. So, uh, I just hope to end off with no failing grades. That's the only thing I want. Just no failing grades, and that's it. Is it the greatest goal? Fuck no. But I dug myself I dug myself a grave way too big to get out of. So I'm just gonna have to lie in it. Honestly, this week's been pretty awful. It's just been filled with me thinking, just trying to get away from some of the stuff. It started off pretty good because on Monday I actually got quite a bit of yard work done, which was really nice. It means I'm at the very least one step closer to being able to actually just doing the weeds instead of picking up fucking sticks and cutting up logs. While it is like nice and all that I'm able to get good with a chainsaw and whatever, it's just kind of exhausting, and it's even more exhausting when you see weeds sprout up everywhere. It's just, uh, it's just, oh, I'm getting rid of like the stagnant thing. The actual fight is going on elsewhere. There's only, I think, one more log to deal with, and then after that, I have like just a bunch of sticks. At which point, I can take the shovel to it and just start shoveling the fucking pile into the little bin that I have to use. Um, but that was just the start. Usually, I try not to do too much homework on Monday because, you know, I got other stuff going on. It's mostly just chores. I try to keep it to cleaning both inside and outside the house. And those can be pretty exhausting, both physically and mentally. So I try to keep the chores or keep any homework to a minimum. I did a little bit of homework that day, only the stuff that was required of me. But then every other day of the week, I just couldn't get myself to do what I need to do. I don't know why. It's just kind of, I don't know, just kind of feels a little awful. I guess I just have a lot to think about too. There's a lot of games I want to do, so that's a great excuse to not do anything, right? Not really, I know that. But it is nice to at least put my energy into something that isn't the same thing over and over again. It's very nice to get stuff done. I mean, just yesterday I got the first Red Dead Redemption story finished. Very enjoyable game, even though it's certainly got that old game jank. And I'm playing Red Dead Redemption 2, and I'm liking it a lot so far. But at the same time, this isn't what I need to be putting my energy into. But for some reason, I just can't, I can't, I cannot dedicate my energy to the stuff that I need to put it towards. I want to know why it's happening. Hell, while it was initially going on, I wondered, what if I'm just yearning for pornography to regulate me so that I can do it. Obviously, that day came and went, and yesterday I still didn't do anything, and today I still didn't do anything. It's it's a goddamn mess. The best way I can explain it is it's a fucking mess. So that's very clearly not the issue. There's something else down there. Either maybe I have like a mental disorder, maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm just a little depressed and I don't know how to deal with that yet. Yeah, but it doesn't. I guess it just doesn't really feel like how I've felt depression was previously. I feel fine, not melancholic, just fine, just okay. It's not boredom because I don't feel particularly bored. Even when I was doing work, I didn't feel particularly bored. If anything, I'd find it difficult to be bored because it brings on quite a bit of stress. But not that either, so I'm really not sure what the hell's going on. Either way, not much I can do about it. Just gotta make up for my mistakes. And hopefully, since I have one class next semester, if I don't get an A on that, I don't know, maybe it's time to visit like a fucking therapist or a medical professional to see if I can find out what the hell's going on with me. I've had this a couple times before. It's just you don't really notice it until you start, you know, taking a closer look at yourself and trying to analyze your behavior as well as jot down some of your activities. It's a little unusual for me to find an entire week to be tiring and weakening, I guess, because I've felt tired and weak this entire week, except for Monday. That's the only day I felt like I got something going. Otherwise, I felt just awful. So I don't think it's my, I don't think it's like my sleep schedule or anything either, because I've been sleeping pretty fine. That hasn't really been an issue, but I've just felt so drained. I don't know. I might have to just take a closer look at myself and see what the heck's going on. But either way, I don't got too much else to talk about. I'll see myself next time.